Yes, 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 yes. I felt like booting into Path to Nowhere again, and you would not believe the surprise I felt, the excitement I felt when I saw the update notes. Oh, yeah, they called it a hotfix. Even though it won't be inaccurate to just call it how it is. An update. A release of new content. Whatever. May as well spend our stuff and do stuff because we can. Guess like it'd be a waste if we didn't. Anyway, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway, I'm probably not gonna be doing Yugu today.
Yes.
Just one. Because I really don't care about Yugu. Who knows?
Wait.
My opinion might change. My stance might change, but for now, let's do it. Hey, this
Hey
song.
there, looking for Chief? She just finished the morning meeting. Should be taking a break in her office now.
Win, not Lynn. When I was doing the interrogation for Oliver, I was like, what's your name again? It was Lynn or something, right?
Yeah, Chief left the comms terminal at the cafeteria.
Huh, never thought Chief could be so forgetful too. Come to think of it, she hasn't been looking well lately. Always nodding off too. Wonder if she's not getting enough sleep at night.
I wonder if it's like common knowledge that I would like overwork myself or something.
Pulling all-nighters playing video games? Or maybe binging TV shows?
Although, how much do we really know about co-workers, you know? I don't know the experience of being in a work environment. Unless they're like your really close friend, you're unlikely to know stuff like that. Even if said person should be your boss.
Look who's talking.
What are you chatting about?
Adjutant
Everyone's just
Nightingale.
here, huh?
We were just talking about Chief. She hasn't been looking well lately. Should we get her some health supplements? I kept count during the morning meeting. She yawned exactly 19 times, spaced out twice, and even signed the documents in the wrong places.
Amazing.
And left the
Speaking
terminal
of yawning,
at
God.
I understand. I'll take care of the device. You two can return to your duties. Chief's been having some rough days lately, so I've already scheduled a medical checkup for her. As for whether supplements or sick leave are needed, let's leave that decision to the doctor.
Always so trustworthy, Adjutant. In that case, we'll leave Chief and her device in your capable hands. See you later.
How come everyone else seemingly has it way better than us? Even the adjutant.
Chief, I'm coming in.
What's up? I have lots of work, and I am sleep deprived, so nothing new. Begrudgingly.
You've come to see me again, sweetheart. Did you notice this place has grown bigger on your way here? I was getting bored here, so I tried recreating this city, just the way you described it to me. Building it all up piece by piece takes quite some time, you know.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I've been keeping myself busy, building this place while imagining all your heroic adventures here and there. It's been quite entertaining.
Whatever you're imagining, they are way more epic than what you imagined. Once you're better, we'll go see the real thing. Since I'm here, don't you want an extra helping? We are so fucking reckless. Here, my dear Wisteria Fairy, your faithful devotee has come with offerings. God, I can just picture her stretching out her hand. Ugh, cringe.
I have dear Wuhanza looking after me, so there's no need. She comes often to treat the wisteria with acupuncture, and she tells me everything, like how her friend has been dozing off and tripping over things all day. I'm afraid we may lose your life before saving mine.
Don't worry, I'm surprisingly tough. Also, this song has a vocal version. This instrumental version is I need to make a game rip of it. Long story short.
I've told you, you need to stop it if you begin to feel unwell. Did you think you could fool me?
Well, I mean, I can't even fool my closest allies, so...
I know that you only need to rest for a few days, that my recovery is more important, blah, blah. But you're important to me, too. So, let's try something different today. I've been watching Wuhanza work and learned some authentic Eastian massage technique. It's great for relaxing muscles and improving circulation. Let me help restore your health. Consider it a thank you for giving me your chi.
This isn't where I expected the story would go. To be honest, I have no idea where they would take this story. Ying Ying's story is actually pretty rare in my opinion for event characters, in which her character arc kind of concluded pretty satisfactorily. Unlike everyone else, like for example in Dreamy Bubble, Serpent gets away. In freaking the event afterwards and the event before, you see him up silence and freaking this Sands thingy. They also get away, and it's always like that, isn't it? Ying Ying though, she doesn't get away. Instead, she's kinda just satisfied turning into a tree.
You've shared so much of your chi with me. It's about time I return the favor.
Wuhanzi gives massages to trees?
Come on now, sweetheart. Let's begin. Leave it to me. Just sit back and enjoy yourself. Here I go, then.
Hey now, are you actually just massaging me, or are you actually attempting to sexually assault me again? Of course sexual assault would still be involved. Why wouldn't it be? Hold on. Why are you returning the chi to me?
Because you can't take care of yourself. So I'll just have to do it instead. A certain someone thinks she could, and can, shoulder every responsibility alone. She only ends up burning herself out without even realizing it, hurting those who care about her too. Look, the wisteria is sprouting new buds. I'm just like these plants. All I need is some water and sunlight to thrive. There's nothing wrong with taking things slow. So why insist on making me the wicked spirit who drains all life and energy out of you?
Yeah, we're kind of impatient, aren't we?
If you really collapse because of me, I'd lose my favorite partner. And everyone at that Noms would never forgive me.
Noms? Now that's something I haven't heard in quite a while.
So, be a dear and stay put. Today is your designated recovery day.
I don't actually remember the lyrics. I haven't listened to the song that much. Since I think the song is just kinda mid compared to everything else. The soundtrack's great, it's just... I mean, this one definitely isn't at the bottom. That'd probably be Yugu's theme. Are you sure you're alright?
I'm not that fragile. 3 days of sleep is all I need. It's nothing compared to what you're putting yourself through. Thank you, sweetheart. Even with how busy you are, you still remember to water my flowers. Come visit me and even share your chi with me. That alone makes me so happy. Please, at least let me do something for you in return.
You know, I'm actually really glad at least the first phase of the interrogation is voiced, because I don't know how I don't really know if I'm up to the task of mimicking Ying's voice actress. That'd mean delaying your recovery indefinitely.
Here we go again. What's the rush? Is it the Eastian Scholar? Or your Paradiso's boss? Are they that desperate to wake me up to question me? Well, there are rules to these things, you know. In the old tale, when the spirit's soul and form are completely destroyed, it takes centuries, or even a millennium to recover. I'd say I'm making quite good progress in comparison. If I were really to rely on that frail body of yours, that tiny bit of chi you share wouldn't even help me sprout. No, I'd have to grow my own, drawing strength from nature itself.
That's so cheesy. I go to the gym every day now. Really now? That's
Where
some
would
character
you
development.
even find the time? You're already losing sleep because of me, drowning in work. I get exhausted just looking at you. Things are just fine now. Even though I often have to wait, your visits always make my day. In this little world of ours, it's just you and me. No one to disturb us. We can stay as long as we like. Isn't it wonderful? I don't mind if we stay this way forever. It's like our own romantic fairy tale.
I'm thinking of something more fun. Once you've recovered, shall I take you for a walk through the real streets of this city? Seeing you're so keen on it, that you're building your own version of it in this world. I've already submitted a formal request to the Eastern delegation. They'll look into ways to speed up your recovery, to help you break free from your current state as soon as possible. If you recover soon, maybe next year we could organize another fete in this city together. We could invite all our familiar faces from last year. What last year? You mean this year?
What am I? A child you can sweet talk? I won't fall for your tricks. Now shoo shoo! You've been lounging around here long enough. Time for you to go. And I need my beauty sleep too. If you show up looking this haggard again next time, I won't let you in. Off you go.
I woke up. No, wait. I got kicked out, didn't I?
Sorry, Chief. I didn't mean to wake you from your nap.
No, actually, I got kicked out. Don't worry about it.
Understood. Chief, there's also a meeting request from the Eastern Embassy that requires your attention.
Great.
They'd like to meet you personally. They seem very serious about it. Apparently, it concerns Ying and her fate.
That sounds like great news, but I know there's a catch. What the heck? Purple guy! Greetings, Chief. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us despite your busy schedule. My name is Wei Ji. I'm the proprietor of Heng Yun Hall, an apothecary in Istia. This is my great-granduncle, Mr. Wei Wei Xiao, who founded our establishment. I'm sure these are perfectly normal names, but my great-granduncle, brother of my great-grandfather, has never married. He raised me as his own daughter and eventual successor to take over Heng Yun Hall. Like, the lyrics for Ying Ying's freaking song, there's a line where it just says the same 4 words in succession, and that makes a sentence. Chinese is weird. Pinyin is weird. During the Wisteria Mania incident, Miss Duro made a special visit to our apothecary to discuss possible solutions. As one of the few witnesses of the perishing star, my great-granduncle's journal proved invaluable. By the way, he's 100 now. What? You expect me to believe that? Yes, 119th. He's approaching his 120th year. As the founder of Hengyun Hall, he's mastered the art of longevity through his medical expertise. Even by Eastian standards, his age is quite remarkable. Among human standards. Again, I guess we should just get used to the fact that normal humans can apparently be super powerful as well, even without mania. If you just do Chinese magic, I guess. Thank you for sharing the historical information. It's been tremendously helpful for our operations. You're too kind. My great-granduncle is quite sentimental about the old days. He often told us stories about the fates he visited in his youth, and the wish-granting Wisteria Fairy. Such traditions have become rare in modern Eastia as disasters make travel rather difficult these days. That's why the news of the legendary Wisteria Fairy approaching in this city has caused such excitement among us. Even my great-granduncle seems to have regained some vigor at the news. He wishes to see it himself, and he's delighted that we can be of assistance in this matter. Later we learned that the Wisteria Fairy stayed behind and was revealed to be a sinner. Naturally, we want to do what we can to help with her recuperation. Does that mean you know of ways to help her? Indeed. I've already visited the quarantine zone, but I heard you brought back something crucial, Chief. Yes, please come with me. I used to be able to communicate with her spirit through this branch, though I don't understand the exact mechanism. She's told me things about Eastia that I won't otherwise know, so I don't think it's just my imagination. But lately, even this connection has grown weak. I haven't been able to see her these past few days. The branch has stopped growing and the quarantine zone has been inactive. It's deeply concerning. Well, he could stand up. I understand, Grandpa. Leave it to me. Please replace the soil with this, and we'll observe what happens. Sure. Is it working?
I can smell the scent of my homeland. Are you also from Eastia? Please accept this wisteria as my greeting gift, and may peace and fortune be with you always.
Just as expected. Chief, in Eastia we have this old saying. 2 trees of the... The fuck is... I've never heard this variant of the song before. 2 trees of the same kind when planted in different soils may produce different fruits. That's a mouthful. It means that the fate of something depends on the environment it is placed in. Even within our vast country, a fruit from the south cannot survive in the north. Similarly, I believe it's this environmental incompatibility with the city that has left Ying in such a weakened state. It's not just the climate and soil, it's the culture, the people, the diet, the medical practices, and even the mania-contaminated environment near the Black Ring. All these factors are impeding her recovery. You guys want to take her home? As it happens, my great-granduncle has a habit of carrying an urn of soil from home whenever he travels, to ease his homesickness. This may now help prove our theory. But it remains just a handful of soil. It's far from enough. Ying is from Istia, not just by birth, but in her very essence. That is why her body naturally thrives better in Istia's environment. If she stays in this city, she might live on, but she could remain in this state for years, decades, even without improving. Decades even, without improving. Taking her back to Istia might be her best chance at her recovery. Wait. Hold up. Istia's far away, and bringing her back would involve significant risks. We'll first need more comprehensive proof. Regarding Ying, she's the oldest living sinner we've ever known. Hey, soon enough we'll have the people from the from the expedition, and they'll be probably not as old actually. Holy shit, because Ying is before the perishing star. She survived numerous mania-contaminated environments over the past century. She's invaluable to this city. We need more information to prove your claims about environmental compatibility and mania exposure. There are also the issues of security protocols during her transfer, risk management measures, and methods to control her internal mania. Yes, she needs the shackles to stabilize her mania levels. She's staying here for a reason. I apologize if this sounds harsh, but Ying is crucial to me, to this city, and even to all of humanity. I believe such stringent measures are absolutely necessary. Your points are entirely valid. These details certainly need to be included in the proposal, and we have much work ahead of us. However, before we continue, please allow me to ask this. Do you not trust us? Do those who govern this city believe Istians have ulterior motives? Is that why you are so wary of us? Whether or not I trust you is not as important as Ying's opinion. I understand. Let's call it a day. We'll go back to refine our proposal and continue our discussion with you later. Our sincerity is what has driven us here. This has been my great-granduncle's cherished wish for many years. If there's any way to prove we are sincere, we are willing to do it. We truly hope she can recover and return to her homeland. Wow. Can this be called whatever syndrome? You do not distrust us, nor are you being too careful. You just don't want to part with her. That's all. That's not... I understand. I do. But how long can you wait? And Ying? How long can she wait? Will you keep waiting until you're old and dying? Will you still be telling that young sprout then? Just a little longer. Life is too short. If you don't start running now, you might never reach where you want to go.
Treating her with the right environment? It's true that some Eastians buy into that theory.
Wait, what? You're doubtful?
When they travel, they pack months' worth of provisions, both food and drink, as they often struggle to adjust to unfamiliar environments.
Geez, talk about picky.
Some elderly travelers, those who come to terms with their mortality, carry an urn of soil from their homeland. It not only helps make adaptation easier, but also ensures that they can return to their roots like falling leaves should any accidents happen during the journey. At his age, That old man traveled such a long way just to see the wisteria, and he even gave you his precious soil. He must be a good person. 2 trees of the same kind may yield different fruits when planted in different soils. The laws of nature vary from one place to another, and so do plants grown in different environments. Wisteria requires 4 essential elements to grow: soil, water, air, and sunlight.
Water, earth, fire, air.
This city is far from Eastia, so
I thought
naturally
China
the soil
subscribed to
is
there
different.
being 5 classical
It's only
elements,
normal
not
that the
4.
wisteria is having trouble adapting.
Wood, earth, fire, air, and metal. You could have told me that sooner.
What difference would it have made? You wouldn't have let her go anyway.
Oof.
You were right to turn those people down today, though. Too risky. As for whether this treatment is worth trying, that's all up to Ying. Have you asked her about it?
She can't answer me right now.
Sounds pretty bad. But don't worry, I'm here and I won't let her die. That being said, I can't predict exactly when she'll wake up.
Time to face reality. Let me ask one last question. Setting aside all personal factors, tell me honestly, would returning to Eastia give her a better chance of recovery?
Since you're being so direct, yes, I'm certain of it.
I understand. Thank you. Huh. What were we doing in the city? Just big chilling.
Chief, Miss Wei just called. She wanted us to send someone to the Eastian Guildhall ASAP. Both
What
Ying
for?
and Mr. Wei have gone missing.
The fuck? I guess something has to speed up the plot since the chief is so fucking unwilling to do anything. And you know, we gotta keep it to 4 faces. Well, I guess Ying herself is also unwilling to advance the plot. Hey, been a while since we last saw this. I like this image. It's a nice room. Makes me want to jump into the screen and just
Chief, the
chill
hotel
there
surveillance
myself.
footage is heavily distorted by mania interference. We could only salvage a few frames. At 1 a.m., Mr. Wei's wheelchair was seen pulled out of the hotel by some strange vines. All hotel staff felt temporarily unconscious at the time. Likely Ying's doing as well.
What the fuck is she doing? There's no trace of fear or panic on his face. Instead, he appears to be having a pleasant conversation with someone, looking much more spirited than when you last met. Miss Wei, time is running out and we need every lead we can get. I hope you'll be completely honest with us. Mr. Wade didn't come here just to rebuild the Faith, did he? His real target was the incarnation from your legends, right? My great-grand-uncle hasn't been lucid enough to speak with us for a long time. But when he heard that the Wisteria Fairy has awakened in this city, he suddenly became agitated and insisted I get involved. I know he still yearns for the old days and I understand his determination to preserve those old tales. but I don't know why he pushed himself so hard to come here. It must be some deep-rooted desire he's been harboring all this time. But one thing is certain. Even if equipped with hypercubes, anyone who gets near the Wisteria at its current stage will suffer from corruption. For someone as critically ill as him, the risk would be far greater. I implore you. I know where Ying has taken him. Attend to the Wisteria remains. This place. This is...
Don't you recognize it? This is the fate you've been so eager to visit. The same one from 100 years ago that you missed.
How? What's happened to my body?
Now that you're here, you should be allowed to enjoy it as your younger self and have some fun. My power won't last as long as it used to. Better make the most of it while you can, right? Shouldn't you be looking for someone?
I understand. Farewell, Wisteria Fairy. Thank you.
Now, what should I do next?
First, explain to me exactly what you did.
Sweetheart, you startled me.
You nearly gave me a heart attack too. Not a note, not even a single word. You simply vanished without a trace. That's not good for my heart, you know.
Were you worried about me?
Oh, were you worried about me? Of course I was! Yes, I was worried. Worried you'd drain yourself completely and would never wake up again. Or you'd be captured and sent back to Eastia, or you'd agree to their terms and leave the city forever.
I'm so happy.
Because Mr. Wei and his associates brought a technique from Eastia today. They suggested they could transplant your Wisteria back to Eastia. You've been terribly weak these past few days, but when he brought out the soil from Eastia and transplanted you into that pot, it did revive you. I consulted Wu Hanze, and even she admitted that the Eastian environment would be highly beneficial for your speedy recovery.
So you thought I would leave with them? That I would abandon this city?
It's your choice. Of course I don't want you to leave, but if staying here puts your life at risk, I'd rather...
Shh. Don't say it if you don't mean it. I won't leave, just as Mr. Wei never would. Long ago, he made a wish to take his little orchid to the fate here. That wish has transcended from that fate a century ago to this very day.
Talk about holding a grudge.
Even as his life drew to a close, his determination only grew stronger. He journeyed from afar, willing to spend his last breath here if needed. And that roused me. Tell me, how could I not honor such dedication? Now Mr. Wei has come here, like a drop of fresh water joining a pool. And his task is to find that girl he loves among the thousands gathered at the fete.
That line reminds me of something Nahida might say. She loves fucking purpley proses and fucking analogies.
This will be a long search.
A desperate
reserved
attempt to
only for
sound
him.
smart.
Come, let's help
From a
him
girl
along
who's
his way.
clearly too immature. Look, it's the Wisteria Fairy. The prayer ceremony is tomorrow. Shouldn't you be preparing at the Wisteria Pavilion instead of wandering about? Oh, hush now. What a fine young companion you have there. Here, have some of my fried fruit. May it bring you a harmonious union.
I should thank you. The stalls are much grander than last year. I'm sure everyone who comes to pray will be delighted. As you can see, the wisteria has bloomed earlier this year. Would you please spread the word that we'll begin the prayer ceremony today?
Oh, that's perfect. These past few years, we could only have the ceremony on the last day. The place became so packed that some folks could only pray from afar. I'll go and tell everyone. In that case, could I be the first to pray? My wife is due in 2 months. Please bless us with a safe delivery, dear fairy.
Of course. The Wisteria Fairy has heard your prayer. Stay by your wife's side and she will surely have a safe and smooth delivery. Fortune may favor you, but remember to do your part as well.
Of course. Thank you, fairy. Take these treats as my thank you offering for you and your date here. When my child is born, I'll treat you both to celebration eggs. Let me be next.
What? That scoundrel swindled you out of 16 pieces of silver? How absolutely outrageous!
That's right. That lying bastard. I hope misfortune follows him for the rest of his life.
A lifetime is a bit too much. Let's make it a year of misfortune instead. I'll note down your wish.
Revered Wisteria Fairy. That's Luvia Ray. I am Yolan from Valleyville at the rivers at Valleyville. Please hear my prayer. There's a boy I'm into. He'd call me Little Orchid, but he's so dense when it comes to this sort of thing. When will he finally take the hint? We've been neighbors since childhood. Mom says we even shared the same baby clothes when we were little. When I gave him flowers, he gave me a handful of wildflowers in return. I shared my candy with him, and he slipped me some persimmon cakes. I'm not good at embroidery. I made him some leaf ornaments, and he gave me 3 beautiful beaded flowers in return. I heard he spent a whole month's salary on them. I'm really fond of him. I just don't know if he feels the same way about me. Mom says if he likes me, he'll tell me himself. But when? I've been waiting since last year, and now this year's almost over too. Oh, Wisteria Fairy, if you can hear me, please give him a little push.
Shall I tell him in his dream? Or perhaps change his heart? You see, I can't force him to come to you. But why don't you just ask him yourself?
Why does it sound like Ying's pinching her nose here?
Whatever he might think, at least you're sure about how you feel about him, aren't you?
He's been ill.
Shall I cure his illness? Or perhaps arrange a chance encounter between you two?
No. I'm afraid that he doesn't like me. That would be so embarrassing.
There's nothing embarrassing about having feelings for someone. Whether he accepts them or not is his business, and your feelings are your own. It's not like you're causing him any trouble. I can't promise to make him fall in love with you, but since you've made a wish, I should do something about it.
You're still running a fever. What are you thinking coming here like this? Eh? Come here. Let me see if the Wisteria Fairy has really cured you. Oh wait, there's something I must tell you. Please, listen to me first. I've walked all the way from home to the Fate just to tell you this. The trip has taken me so very long. Go ahead then. I'm listening. Let's never be apart again, shall we? Thank you, Wisteria Fairy. Please, give this to my Gigi and tell her I won't be coming back. I also hope your wishes come true.
May I borrow a little more of your cheese, sweetheart? I want this illusion to last just a little longer. Because when this dream ends, we'll both need to move forward.
Well, we're bringing the esteemed interrogation chair to the dreamland. You know, this story would have worked perfectly well in the dream world mechanic thingy as well. Just as well. You know, mirages aren't as simple. Amazing. We're interrogating a plant.
So, in the end, you still have to interrogate me.
Funny how it works this way, ain't it? There's no helping it. Your crimes were too blatant. You broke into the suite of an important diplomat, took the leader of the delegation away without permission, and ultimately caused his death. It also doesn't help that Mr. Wei's status is so special, so I'll need answers. It's funny that this is what the interrogation ended up being about. There was literally nothing to interrogate her, so the interrogation literally spends 3 phases making up an excuse to put her in the chair. That's hilarious.
Oh, that girl from Istia? I remember her. She's always trying to take me back. Now, what would you do, sweetheart? Are you feeling so apologetic that you plan to hand me over as compensation?
That's a separate matter, but we do need to have a serious talk. I know you've told me before, but I need to ask you again. Why?
Because he made a wish to me. Sweetheart, you might have noticed. When I first met him, I felt a massive surge of mania power. It was all because his wish was so intense that it infected me.
So it wasn't because of the Eastian soil he gave you?
You think I'm some kind of vegetable?
Yes?
Though the
Well,
familiar
maybe
Eastern
not a
accent did
vegetable, just
comfort
a
me.
tree, but
True
same thing.
recovery comes from the spirit, the chi, or the soul of a human. Normally, the power of mortal wishes shouldn't be enough to rouse me, but his wish wasn't a sudden impulse or fleeting desire. It was a devoted longing he'd held on to every minute, every moment for decades, without ceasing. That's why I was able to move. But there wasn't much time. I had to find him quickly. His yearning was powerful enough to wake me, yet so weak it could barely sustain his own flickering life. On his deathbed, he longed to go back in time, to find his beloved, to fulfill a promise long broken.
But the wish wasn't made to you.
Oh, so you've noticed too, sweetheart? He was 119 years old. Back when I was still holding the fate, he was only 5. Way too young to be grabbing a girl's hand and swearing eternal love, right? I'm afraid his memory might be playing tricks on him. Fates like that were quite common back then. Perhaps it was another flower fairy enshrined at some other temple. He was almost 120. At such an age, wealth and status no longer matter. Responsibilities can finally be set aside, and even past wisdom fades away. He could no longer remember when he made his wish, where he wanted to go, or to which deity he prayed.
Yeah, he was definitely a little kooky despite the way he talked.
He just heard a rumor about some wish-granting flower fairy appearing. Not caring whether it was true, he rushed all the way here just to fulfill a promise he had made. He had even forgotten that his beloved hadn't simply gone astray. She had long passed from this world. That promise was already lost so many years ago.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't even really intending to enter an imaginary space. He really just wanted to die in front of a magic tree.
Yet despite everything, he still remembered the one person he longed to see. When he entrusted his final moments to me, everything else in his mind had grown hazy. Yet his memory of Yulan remained crystal clear. Perhaps he held on to life for so long just for the chance to see her one last time. While not every wish can come true, the power of a wish can still sometimes create small miracles. So when his wish came true, he could finally find peace and let go. I understand him deeply. Looking at him is like looking at myself.
He was technically older than you. What makes you think you're similar? You both fine for the old Eastia. But you both have overcome disasters for your beloved, refusing to forget for decades. Or that those dearest to you are gone and there's nothing left to hold on to. Do you wish to go with them too?
You're right. I've been wondering too. Why didn't I leave with everyone else back then? Why Why did I stay behind? Staying in a place where I know no one, can't speak the language, can't adapt to this foreign land, my body constantly ailing. What good has it done? My lifelong wish has already come true. So why can't I pass on peacefully like Mr. Wei did?
I want you to be happy. Even though this isn't your homeland. And after a century later, this world isn't as beautiful as before. But as you've seen, not all that bad either. I cherish this world deeply, and I want to show you all the endearing parts that make it worth cherishing, just as you once told me. I hope you can move past the pain of your past and find new hope when you look to the future. I hope you can find happiness again. I don't want this to become your chain. I don't want to force you to stay in a place that can't make you happy. You're free, Ying. The only thing I wish for is your happiness.
I called you dense before, but you really are completely clueless. Didn't I stay because some big clueless idiot kept me from leaving?
Wait, are you joking around again? I'm being serious here. Do you know how much courage it took me to...
Are you really made of stone? Or are you just playing coy? Must I spell it all out for you, sweetheart? I might have to dig into you to see what's really in there. Staying alive hasn't been easy for me. It's as hard as the long journey was to Mr. Wei. But I've persevered through it all. For the sake of those who loved me, my neighbors, my family, I've endured countless disasters and endless cycles of suffering, all in the hope of finding peace. But when salvation finally came, I couldn't reach it in time. With nothing else to lean on and everything from my past gone, I thought I had nothing left. But when I turned around, someone was there, holding my hand. Perhaps that was when a new sprout grew in my heart again, and a new wish took root. Would you help make this one come true? I want to always stay by your side.
You know, our office could use some little more liveliness. You're not just playing along to humor me again, are you? What about Eastia then? Do you still want to go back? It's your homeland, and that place could heal you. You're not going back? Don't you miss it?
Of course I do. I want to see what flowers bloom in that land after the wisteria withered, how people live now, what kind of wishes they make. Mr. Wei mentioned that people are still holding fates even after the disaster. I'd love to go back and see them, but I'll have to take you with me. Otherwise, you'd be worried sick. You
You wouldn't want to let me go because you're afraid that I might wander off and never return. Right?
I guess I'll need to apply for my annual leave then.
Just as Wisteria needs a tree to survive, I once relied on the illusions of New Year fates. But from now on, I'll rely on you instead, twining myself tightly around you.
Give me some space.
Since we've agreed I'm not going back to Eastia, I'll just have to depend entirely on you, sweetheart.
Hooray.
I can wait for you to get stronger before taking your chi again. But for now, at least give me your heart. You're a rational person, so you rarely make wishes. That's why I can't hear your heart's desires or receive power from your prayers. But I want to know your deepest longing, your wishes, your true self, and your determination. I want to know everything about you.
And I'll make one now.
Oh, do tell.
I mean, these are both the same answer, aren't they?
Always be together. Remember your wish now. Remember me.
Dank. What the fuck? There's gonna be a Perishing Star 2 Electric Boogaloo? Is that what you're saying? That was pretty mid, but that plot reveal at the end kind of fucking makes it a little absurd, ain't it? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was a really mid interrogation. It feels like they knew that as well, but since they ran out of time and they didn't know how to make a better looking plot, they just decided to drop some fucking important piece of lore instead, so everyone will be too distracted talking about that rather than the actual interrogation itself, which was mid. Anyway, Paint.net should work. Shit, I'm still in Chinese or Japanese. What do you mean realistic potted plants? If this is AI generated, I swear to Christ Almighty.
It's so quiet, as if the end of the world is nigh. Looks like I'll be able to get a good night's sleep.
The borders, I might remove them since they're just there to help me make it easier to write. I'll need them to be a different color. Is there not a way to give it a border? Yikes.
It's so quiet, as if the end of the world is nigh. Looks like I'll be able to get a good night's sleep.
Fuck. Really? Now.
It's so quiet, as if the end of the world is nigh. Looks like I'll be able to get a good night's sleep.
I did it.